No. What are you doing? Why? Those are done, and I've already started a hello, welcome or welcome back to this week's vlog. I'm Courtney and this is my life of projects. I'm a knitter who also spins, and I do some quilting and embroidery because life is really too short for just one project, and I don't have the attention span to only do one thing either. Here on my channel, I do weekly vlogs of the different projects I'm working on, as well as some clips of my life here in Vermont and my two cats, Larson and Cy, one of which is right over here. I doubt you can see him in the frame, but he may pop up in a minute. So grab your current project and let's get into this week's video. All right, so this week, I actually ended up filming some of this last week. I needed to clean both of my spinning wheels because it had been a year or two since I had cleaned them. I have a shot matchless and an Ashford traditional, and I filmed all of that, but I ended up having way too much footage to put into that video with the mini series so long that I was trying to catch up on, still trying to catch up on that. But so I'm going to put the footage of me cleaning the spinning wheels in this week's vlog. I do kind of a little tutorial as I'm going along and cleaning them. So I'm going to use that footage that I had saved for this week, and then I will also be doing a little bit more catch up on the mini series So Long, because I actually need to get ahead in that because I will be out of town next week somewhat unexpectedly, and I will tell you more about that either later this week or in next week's vlog. But plan for this week is mostly the spinning wheels getting cleaned, and then I'm also going to show you the sweater project that I'm working on and maybe get a little bit of that done before I have to travel. So I'm going to throw you over to the footage of cleaning those spinning wheels, and they really needed it. So I decided I'm going to clean both my spinning wheels while I still have the dry band and everything off of this one. I have a guide from Spinoff that I looked at to make sure I knew what I was doing, because it's been far too long since I've last cleaned either one of these wheels. But I have all of the supplies here, and I'll pop in a video, but I've got alcohol and Q-tips for cleaning the metal pieces. I have a rag that I'm gonna wet with some warm water just to get the dust and grime off of the wood, and then another one that I'll use to apply the Ashford finishing wax that I have. And of course I have my spinning wheel oil, and then I have a toothbrush to get into some of the little cracks and crevices that I can't easily reach. And I also have a old shirt that I've cut up that I can use for kind of a drop cloth, because I do just want to kind of protect the rug and not stain it or get any oil on it while I'm cleaning these two. But I've attempted to wear the kitten out. That's step one. But I'm gonna put on some YouTube videos or something on Netflix and probably start with the matchless. There's stuff on it that I can't even identify. Some kind of like sticky gel. That's fine. I started with the microfiber cloth. I just soaked it in warm water and used that to wipe off all of the dust and grime that had built up on the wheel since I had last cleaned it. So I figured I would show you just how dirty this is. This has lots of buildup of oil and dust and little fiber particles from over the years because it's been a while since I've cleaned it. And then you can also, I don't know if the camera is going to focus, but yeah, you can kind of see the dust down in there. Let's see if I can get a Q-tip. Oh, I can. This is going to be gross, so scroll ahead. But yeah, look at all that. Yeah, so getting all of that oil and stuff out. I'm going to try to get in between there. You know, I actually might go get a little mini flosser, like a plastic toothpick, and put a paper towel around it to get in there really quickly. So I'm gonna go do that. All right, so I have my little toothpick flosser thing. That's the floss end, and the other end is like a pick. I'm gonna just put a paper towel kind of right in front of this, and I can't see what I'm doing, but I can tell that let's see if I can see from the side. I can tell that I'm running at least some of it up and down. I did make a hole in the paper towel. That's fine though. Still gets some of the dirt out of there. So this is what has come off of this center ring. Let's see if I can spin it around and find another dirty section. Oh, yeah. So you can see that if I wipe it off with the Q-tip, it's got a little bit of alcohol on it. The ring is a nice gold color and not this black schmutzy color. And a lot of people mistakenly think that this black is the color of the oil. It's not. So if you are new to spinning and you've not, let me wipe my hands off, not oiled your wheel, the oil is actually kind of a golden color. And so when you put it on your wheel, it's clear. All of that black is fuzz, fur, dust, things from spinning over time. So that's why it turns black, but the oil itself is actually kind of a clear or yellowish color. And just to be clear, they're gonna get this buildup over time. They're going to turn black and gross looking. That's just part of spinning. There's no preventing that. You just have to clean it and take good care of your wheel, and they will last quite some time. I don't know if you can hear the kitten playing, but I'm going to continue to get this off, and then I need to clean out this piece as well. We didn't wear the kitten out good enough. All right, I have cleaned everything off, so now it's time to wax everything to keep it nice and protected. I have the Ashford finishing wax polish that I use on both my wheels. You just want to make sure that you are using something that is appropriate for a spinning wheel and doesn't have any type of sealant on there because you don't want to seal the wood. So this is my favorite part because it makes it all nice and shiny, and you can tell like the wood is just kind of like drinking up the wax because it has been so long since I have done this. So I just start in one part of the wheel and make sure that I'm giving it a good amount of wax, and you can kind of tell if I rub, this is a microfiber cloth, if I rub it over, I don't know if you can hear that on camera, but if you rub it over the dry part of the wood that hasn't been waxed versus if you rub it over the other side, I can feel a difference. I can hear it, but I doubt that you can hear it on camera. I'm just gonna sit here and work on this for a while and then put the wheel back together. Another piece that I forgot to mention is this leather strap. It's kind of hard to get a video of, but on my shot matchless, it has a leather strap that's supported by a piece of wood here. So I have wiped it down, and then I have a leather conditioner that I'm going to put on it, let it soak in, and then you buff it off. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then this wheel will be pretty much good. So now I'm going to start on my Ashford Traditional, and I have not cleaned this or spun on it in a long time. It's kind of just set in the living room as a decoration piece, but the dust has really built up on it. There's also a couple scuffs, so I'm going to try to get that paint off, but if I can't, that's fine. But you can see down here, maybe, that it's pretty dusty. So I'm gonna wipe it down and do basically the same thing that I did on the shot. Similar to the process on the shot matchless, the Ashford has a small orifice hole that holds the bobbin, but this one isn't quite as tricky to clean. You can see it's just a plain piece of metal without any moving parts. So that was really easy to clean off just with the alcohol and cotton swab, and then I worked on wiping down the rest of the wheel. So I finished up oiling the wheel and polishing it with the wood wax, and then I put the bobbin back on and arranged it with its Scotch tension. And I can really tell a huge difference in how these wheels look now that they've been cleaned. So this is the before. You can see they look a little sad and dusty. And then this is the after. I can really tell a huge difference, and I'm so happy to have them clean and polished and ready to go. In wrapping up this week's video, since it's almost the end of the month, I wanted to go back over the projects that I had said that I was going to work on in the month of October. So that was in my really big video of all of my different projects. So I'm gonna watch that footage again and see whether or not I actually worked on those projects. And you can probably hear the cat playing in the background, so sorry about that. But let's see what I said I was going to do and then what actually happened. So this one, I will probably pick up this month. Yeah, it's October. This one will count. It's been dormant for like 6 months. And I've been working on the other one, but this one, we're going to try to finish in the month of October. We're going to set a challenge for myself right now. Woo! Okay, here we go. Godspeed, future Courtney. All right, so I have not touched that at all. Not even one single stitch. So right now, as I'm filming this, it is October 25th. I leave for a trip tomorrow. I'm definitely not taking it with me. But I'll be back. Oh, I will be back on the 30th. So I will try to work on it, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. So that one was a fail. Then the mini-series So Long. I'm not going to try to finish this in the month of October. I'm already so behind. Finish it by the time the challenge is over, which is like November-ish, like November 3rd, somewhere around there. So this one is in active progress. I need to reprint the first page of this so I can redo that. I did a practice block if you saw my other vlog. This one will be in progress this month. All right, so that one we definitely have made progress on. I have, let's see, 5 blocks done, and I'll put in some footage of those here. And then I have the pineapple block almost done. So I feel pretty good about that one. This is the spinning project. I'm definitely going to apply this probably in the next couple days, probably while my parents are here. I just may not be able to film it, but this will absolutely get done. So that one did get done, and I will put in just a quick clip of what that finished yarn looks like. You saw that in one of my earlier vlogs. I did end up chain plying kind of the end of it. I don't love how that turned out, but I also don't really know what I'm gonna do with this yarn like most of my hand spun. I enjoy spinning it, and very little of it actually makes it into a finished project. So we'll see what happens, but that one is done. So 1, not done. 2, that I did kind of what I said I was gonna do. Okay, we're doing good. This one, I don't know if it might get done in October. We'll see. It depends on how much downtime I have and how much like driving we're doing. But the sock will get done or close to done in the month of October. So that one isn't always in progress. There's always at least one sock on the needles. That will absolutely at least get worked on, probably tonight. Okay, so that one you already saw, and I'll just put in a quick little clip of those finished socks. So those were my Skin Cocaine socks. Those are done, and y'all can't see, but there's a kitten trying to get into my yarn. I've already started a new pair of socks in a Halloween colorway. What is happening? This is just how it's going to be now. That's 3 to 1. All right, I feel pretty good about it. Let's see what else I said I was going to do. You going to stay there? Okay, cool. Then the other one that I'm really going to challenge myself to finish this month is the king-sized Halloween quilt, and I don't care. I will put it on the bed in October. My spouse can deal. The cats can deal. It's Halloween until it's Christmas. So this one I really want to get finished. That will probably be the first time I have finished a seasonal quilt in the season that we're in. So that would be really great if I manage that. So I will try really, really hard to get that one done. Nope, I didn't even touch that one. Didn't even touch it. Hello, do you need a help? Did you get yourself in a predicament? Okay. Yeah, I did not touch that quilt. I did not make any progress at all whatsoever. I'm kind of bummed about that, but this month has just been a little unruly in a couple of ways. So no progress at all whatsoever was made on that quilt. So it's not getting done in the season that we're in. I might work on it in November, but I have a Christmas quilt that I want to work on. So that's another one in the lost column. The sweater for my spouse, this one's half active. I knit on it occasionally when I do have some extra focus in the evenings. I probably, depends on how tired my parents are, after we run them all over New England this next week. So I may get a little bit of time to work on that in the evenings if they're super tired and we're not going out or doing anything. So we'll see on that one. I'll probably get a row or two done, but not a whole lot. That might be more of a November project because it's probably not going to get too snowy and too much of sweater weather here until December. So that one's okay if it takes a time out for now. So those are the ones that are active. Oh, no. Absolutely not. All right, so I'm not sure how much of what just happened I'm going to leave in, but as I was finishing watching that clip talking about the sweater, the kitten grabbed the sweater project and tried to run from the room with it. He really likes wool. I've never had a cat that like seeks it out. Actually, none of my cats have ever even messed with my knitting. I can knit socks, I can do spinning on the couch. They don't care, they don't touch it. But the kitten is very interested in wool and like the scent and everything. So yeah, I was working on this last night and I realized that I had gotten off on the counting for the pattern when I'd switched colors. So I did about 2 or 3 rows on this, but I was almost to the end of the current row that I'm on, realized that I had screwed up within like the first 20 stitches. So I'm having to go backwards for that whole row and correct the mistake. And I also realized there is one other error in the Fair Isle part, and I'm not about to go back that far. It's fine. No one's really gonna notice unless you stand beside someone wearing the exact same sweater. So I'm fine with it. Yeah, so I did get some progress done on that one this month. So I need to do some more on that, but that'll have to be after I get back from my travel. So that's it for this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the process of taking care of a spinning wheel. If you have one, let me know what kind you have. If you don't have one, are you thinking about spinning? Have you ever tried it before? And to all my new subscribers, thanks so much. I'm glad that you're here and enjoying my content. Let me know if there's a specific craft you'd like to see more of and what crafts and projects you're working on right now. Especially if you're doing the mini series so long, I'd love to chat with you and see how your process is going. So don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, and if you use Textilla for your sewing projects, all of that is linked in the description box down below. So I'd love to chat with you, and I will see you all next week.